Hey, I feel like Derek hasn't been paying attention at all. Derek, if you're out there, dude, you're not participating in group chat. You're not trading nobody. You're just quietly 1-3, ready to lose your money to me, or what?
I was talking to him in a party on Xbox Live last night, and he verbally said his team was trash.
Yeah, it took him a long time to admit it. We knew that preseason he had no chance of winning. What do we have, a $50 bet on it?
I don't remember what it was, but you guys are both
It's
1-3,
$50
so I guess it's anyone's.
regular season only. So we're tied.
Yeah, it's neck and neck. Turns out it was a close bet.
I think it was regular season only. I'm pretty sure it's stipulation.
What's up, fellas? Week 5 is here. We're here with Floyd.
What up, Donald?
Floyd, a.k.a. Jad.
The commish.
And Drake.
It's the commish.
And we are going to bring you the results from Week 4 in Nantucket's Revenge, and then we'll go over Week 5 projections. We're currently on the third quarter of the Thursday night game, so we do have a little bit of insight on that game. But aside from that, everything's up in the air.
Your the game.
My bad.
Down a wee bit. You're good.
All right. So first of all, let's take a look at the standings. Tied up at the top at 3-1, we've got a 5-way tie between Nick, Rob, Mikey, Damian, and myself. And then
It's so gross.
2-2 is Trevor. Both teams the teams that tied each other are both 1-2-1, Butts and Brobst. And then 4-way tie at the bottom between Ricky, Jad, Drake, and Derek.
So what's really gross about this is top 6 get in. We have a 5-way tie at 3-1. That is so gross. With 5 people, is that 7 or 6? 6 people with 1 win in this league right now.
Yep. 6
of us are pushing. I mean, technically 7 of us are pushing for that last spot, but 6 of us are praying to get the last playoff spot.
I think
that's what it feels like.
It might be a smidge early to start thinking about playoffs. I think we need to get a little deeper. But
any one win team that loses this week is in a must win next week, no matter what.
And I'm sure you'll like this. The variance added those teams that tied. I mean, they're looking pretty good right now. That tie is huge.
For the way our standings is right now, that tiebreaker is huge. The fact that everybody's either 3-1 or 1-3, it's huge. It's huge.
And then you got Trevor sitting there at 2-2 right there in the middle. Not a bad spot to be in. But
Trevor pulling off the win, stealing that spot from me last week, winning by 1 point.
Yeah, I guess we can just get into that matchup as our first matchup. The first matchup on Week 4. Let's see if I can get the. I just want to see if I can pull up all of them at once.
Is the first one me and Butts? Is that how you do it?
I just figured that it'd be a nice transition into that. We're going to go over the Week 4 results.
Oh, Week 4 results. Gotcha.
Yeah. So we'll start with you and Trevor then. So the score we had in that game was 117-118. What a heartbreaker, Jad.
117-118. So do you want to alternate games, or do you want to go back and forth on them, commentate on them together?
I figured we would just do all 3 of us would just give our take on each game, each matchup. And then we just move on to the next one.
Sure, take it away.
All right.
I'll finish off since it was my game. I'll rant about it.
What can I say, Jad? You had a couple good performances. You needed it out of Duke Johnson and Michael Thomas, and then Terrell Pryor finally came through with a decent showing, and Charles Clay's been doing what he's been doing all year. But you were unlucky with Derek Carr getting hurt. I mean, Chris Carson got hurt in garbage time, but you were hoping for more out of him, and Amari Cooper's just been trash. Unfortunately for you. And then Hill and Bryant, they were okay, but it wasn't enough in the end. I mean, if you look at Trevor's team putting up 118, no outstanding performances other than his defense, which got him 22. Devin Funchess, and then Wendell Smallwood. I got to say I didn't expect it Devin Funchess. I mean, if Kelvin Benjamin didn't play, it would be more understandable, but
the Devin Funchess play was actually really sharp. I'm not sure if he meant it or cared about it.
I don't know if he had another choice,
the reason it was such a big deal is because with Greg Olsen being out, Devin Funchess is a huge target. He's a monster. He's a big boy. He's been stealing all his red zone targets. In a game that we know New England's defense is weak, and we knew that game was shooting out, Devin Funchess was the play, and Trevor had it for sure.
To be fair to Trevor, though, it wouldn't have been a 1-point victory if the Chiefs didn't get that last-second garbage time shitty touchdown.
Because it happened. Because I still had Tyreek Hill. If Tyreek Hill gets 1 more yard, we tie. I still have Terrell Pryor if he gets 1 more catch. We tied. It was just bullshit. It counted.
And
the Chiefs play counts no matter what. I still lost by one, whether it was on
Derek
whether it was
Carr
on
gets
last
hurt.
play or not.
Derek Carr gets hurt and only puts up 9 points.
So yeah, I mean, this match was the battle of the broken quarterbacks. Derek Carr versus Marcus Mariota. They both got hurt.
Yeah,
Duke Johnson played out of his mind for the second week in a row. Michael with 22 points. Go ahead, you can go.
It's hard to win when Julio only gets you 6 points and Marshawn Lynch only gets you 1.
And he pulled it off. Yeah. Who else? The Wendell Smallwood play. I'm pretty sure he picked him up like the day before, or literally like Sunday morning or something. Yep. I think I tried trading for him. Didn't somebody else pick up Blunt or something? Was it you?
No, Nick's had Blunt all season, I think.
Blunt all season, yeah.
What do you think? You got anything, Dad?
I thought I could have pulled it off with Pryor, Cooper, and Chiefs D going at the end.
Jads, all year I've really liked Jads receivers, and unfortunately they just haven't been what everyone thought they were going to be. And Jad got smacked by injuries this week, which really hurt. But I don't know if you want to talk about it now or maybe a little bit later. But you actually traded Duke Johnson.
So. I did end up trading Duke Johnson. We'll get to that later. But click on the bench. I totally forgot about this. I'm a knucklehead, man. Going into Sunday, I knew I was actually going to end up going
83 points on the bench.
And although Duke Johnson put up numbers, it was a bonehead starting Duke Johnson over Bilal Powell. If there's any week I'm starting Bilal Powell, it was this week. Matt Forte was going out. Jacksonville's defense is clearly a funnel defense towards the run with Jalen Ramsey and what's his name? Is it Boye?
Boye.
Is it AJ Boye?
Their defense is their secondary is so gross that they're literally, that's why, Le'Veon Bell is the smash play this week. I mean, when am I ever starting Bilal Powell if I'm not starting him this week? It was.
I mean, you can start him this week against Cleveland.
Right. But I'm saying,
he's talking about,
Fair enough.
Going into that week, that was the week to play Bilal Powell, and I'm an idiot for not doing it. So, one other thing I want to say real quick. Well, how absurd was it that, I mean, it turns out Ty Montgomery might not be, so hurt, but, just when Ty Montgomery goes down, I'm like, I got Jamal Williams on the bench. Yeah, Jamal Williams.
fucking next play, dude.
Are you shitting me?
Just tweaked his knee.
It was a gross week for injuries.
But, I mean, it turns out, they're both back. They're both back practicing. Yeah. I mean, Ty Montgomery might play, but he'll just be a decoy. He's not going to get the workload he's typically been.
I agree. I see, I see Williams taking snaps, Donald, or was it actually Donald Jones? I mean, it's Aaron Jones, right?
Yeah.
And I bet even Ripkowski gets a couple plays in.
And they've got another. I don't know if he's a rookie or not, but they've got another guy. I don't remember his first name. His last name's Mays, though. He might get maybe a couple touches, but yeah, it's going to be a committee. Yeah,
for sure. Against Dallas, Dallas is a funnel pass defense anyway. Aaron Rodgers is going to be the nuts this week, and I'm going to watch my Cowboys get smacked up. So.
Yeah. All right. So. It's a heartbreaker for you, but sometimes that's the way she goes.
Hats off to Trev for pulling it off. I'm 0-2 against him all time in fantasy. So.
All right, so we'll transition into the next matchup. It was Rob versus Nick. So Rob moves to 3-1, and he ends Nick his first loss. And not much you can say about this matchup. Nick's team just kind of came to a halt. I mean, Kareem Hunt was his second highest performer, but aside from that, he didn't really get much out of his guys.
Yeah, all of his boomer bust guys just didn't boom.
Pulling it up. Right.
Stills 4, Ingram. I mean, Ingram 9. It's decent with that that committee, but Eric Ebron in the flex. He's so top heavy in my opinion.
Yeah, Eric Ebron disappointed yet again. Obviously, Delaney Walker doesn't help when Marcus Mariota goes down for Nick. I mean, he had Delaney Walker. Kareem Hunt put up his smallest total. I mean, he didn't do too bad. 103 is not an awful score, but Rob pulled it out. Good for Rob for pulling it out after Dalvin Cook goes down too, and Dalvin Cook was looking easily like a top 10 bag. So
yeah, Zeke had his biggest game so far.
Is that Rob at 3-1? Yeah, Rob's 3-1 again. Ends up beating Nick. Now they're tied for first.
Let's just put it this way. I mean, Rob's wide receivers have been getting the job done, but Rob is being carried by running back play right now with Fournette and Zeke.
Who didn't he say had the best running backs at the beginning of the year? Because it was looking like Rob before this Dalvin Cook injury now.
I think we did say it was Rob.
It's probably still Rob.
With Zeke and Cook and Fournette. Yeah, and then he's got.
That's gross. Amir Abdullah's getting stupid volume.
And he's even got Kamara too.
Well, I mean that's because the Lions been playing great. Great football.
Yeah, so Rob's getting it done. I mean, every week he plays one guy in the flex that's not awesome. Like he played Jermaine Kearse, but he gets such a great floor with those 3 down backs that doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
Mike
it's
Evans. I mean,
really gonna hurt losing Cook. But shit,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, it will.
Kamara and Abdullah. I mean,
But Crowder's been so disappointing for him. Crowder's been horrible.
Yeah,
But I
Crowder's
think
been
he's hurt.
bad.
I think he's hurt.
yeah, Nick leaving Blunt on the bench.
But why would
Kind
you
of-
play Blunt when you
I
got
mean, you
Ingram?
could have played him over Eric Ebron.
Yeah, so
Would he have
question,
had
Jad.
enough to win? 12. He'd have been right there.
What is this, year number 3? When is it?
He would have hit the right
When are we
people.
gonna pull the plug on Eric Ebron? I mean, this is what, 3rd year of just pure disappointment, man. It's
This was
just
supposed to be his year.
Look, he's 3,100 on DraftKings this week, and listen, he's 3,100 on DraftKings this week, and this is a week where you can totally pay down for tight end because tight end's so whack, and I'm still not doing it. So Eric Ebron's officially fucked.
yeah.
So the other tight end outsnapped him and had more catches
Yeah.
last week.
Fuck, what's his
I
name?
mean, I don't know if that was because of game script because the other guy blocks more. I don't remember what his name is.
You can easily explain it.
More. I don't know if it was because of game script, but this is definitely the week where if it's another dud, you're just pulling the plug, dude.
Oh, you have to, man. You have to.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I mean that
So,
certainly contributed to
Rob,
the next loss. All right, so the next matchup.
Just get mine over with.
Yeah, we'll do Mikey versus Drake.
I just let it, low score of the week. Me, I'm out of the pool. Listen,
That wasn't you this week.
Oh wait, that was last week.
This dude.
No, but Mikey's teams went
Damn.
off. Todd Gurley continues to fucking kill it.
34.
DeAndre Hopkins continues to kill it. He's got the most targets in the league. Travis Kelce had a good week. Like he just had the good players this week.
Tell you what, I felt so
Lack of a
confident after
statement.
that Thursday night game. So
Drake
confident.
and
dude.
Rodgers and Jordy going, boys. Had 23 and 23 from him right after the Thursday game. Oh, he felt so good going again.
And the rest of his team combined for 61.
I mean, and my break play, I picked him up on game day. Played him. He got me 18.
Cooper Kupp was a
Cooper
good player.
Kupp got me 17.
Game break was.
But fucking Houston, dude. Houston putting up just 57 points.
You didn't know that? You didn't know Deshaun Watson had 5 touchdowns?
No, I knew. I'm just saying, like, I picked up Titans, like, week 2. I was like, oh, I got, like, 2 good matchups after this,
Look,
He left
I'm not
Will
going
Fuller on the bench,
to
wouldn't
tell
have
you it
made a
was a
difference,
bad
No,
play, but Titans secondary has been trash as fuck for the past 2 years. Deshaun Watson showed he had it the week before against New England.
Yeah, but New England's defense has been so bad. I guess, I mean, yeah.
Bro, I'm saying Titans defense is booty
yeah,
too.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have made that big of a difference.
It wouldn't have made a difference at all. You lost 30-something.
Let me say this.
37?
Going into the season, I would have not guessed Todd Gurley would have been the number 1 running back and DeAndre Hopkins would have been a top 5 receiver. I would
All right.
I'd never have guessed.
I wouldn't have guessed Gurley to be number 1. I liked Gurley this year.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed Hopkins. I thought there was no chance in that offense anymore. It's not Hopkins' fault. It's the offense's fault. And I thought he had no more chances. But it turns out he's working. I loved Kelce. And Mikey has the team right now where everybody's just getting stupid volume. And he deserves his 3-1 record. So shouts out to him, too.
Tell you
Yeah,
what.
they're making up for Brandon Marshall and Jeremy Maclin being trash.
Amendola, that pickup came in huge after, Edelman goes down. Amendola's one of the guys now, so.
I don't expect 2 touchdowns a game, but pretty happy with the volume Will Fuller saw in his return. I'm hoping that
Skip Fuller, I didn't
Let's
see that.
let's
he had
also
19.
we gotta also
2
acknowledge the
touchdowns,
fact
though, so.
that last year Will Fuller was great the first game and like the first 2 games. And
First
he
2
disappeared.
games.
He disappeared.
And then I played him every week on DraftKings after, and he never did it. Played him every week. You know how many lineups? I was like, I just need Will Fuller to get 100 yards and a touchdown every week, dude.
So yeah, I mean Mikey was the high scorer of the week. His team went hard. What else can you say?
There was something else I was going to mention. I just backed out of it. Hold up.
Bummer you didn't have Michael Crabtree for that matchup.
Yeah. It's all right. My team's been facing injuries all year, doing what I can.
I hear you, mate.
And Mikey hasn't made any trades this year either.
Nope.
Why would he?
Sticking to his guns.
He knew.
Hold on. My computer. Oh, I was going to say is, who would have thought Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs share 2 of the top 3 leading receivers in yards this year?
Not
It's
me.
absurd. Beautiful. Even with Sam Bradford being out like 2 weeks already.
I wish fucking Thielen could sniff the end zone once in a while.
No, god damn. Come on. He's a gritty white guy. How is he not getting in the end zone? All the gritty white guys get in the end zone.
I'll try it. He'll find it. He'll find it. Fucking well, the first couple of games, Diggs took all the fucking touchdowns. Him and Cook.
Speaking of gritty white guys, the next matchup was Derek Walker and Damian Brown.
The matchup of the gritty white guys, Derek Walker versus Damian Brown. We had Derek Walker, multiple gorgasms, versus team Get to Black. Shouts out to Zampardo. And let's see, Damian takes this one home. Leading the way is Russell Wilson against Indy. We all seen that one coming.
Yep.
Odell Beckham gets some 16 points as well. Steelers D comes through big with him, getting him double digits also. And not much to say. I mean,
For some
Derek
reason,
had
C.J.
Kirk Cousins
Anderson
going. He couldn't
continues
do
to
it
play.
enough. And Derek's team sucks ass. Antonio Brown's his only good player, and he didn't do well against Baltimore, obviously.
Hey,
So,
props
I mean,
to him
this
for
one
playing
happened
Gio
the way we
Bernard.
thought it would.
But, I mean, I guess you have to play your guys when they play Cleveland, I guess.
Who?
Oh, Derek played Gio Bernard against Cleveland, had 16 points, had a long touchdown.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch that game, but, like, it was such a stupid play. No one touched him. Like, he just caught the ball.
Tom?
Yeah, he caught the ball, like, 5 yards off the line of scrimmage, and then he just went straight to the end zone. No one was even within 20 feet of it when he caught the ball.
Joe Mixon everywhere, and he's pretty much the reason why we didn't ball out last week.
Dude, 20 plus touches. I mean, what more can you ask for?
20 plus touches against Cleveland, just like I thought. You figure that turns into a shit ton of fantasy points, and it didn't. So, whatever.
Man.
I mean, hey, we're still positive on the year, boys. And I like this week. So.
I like how you say the only player on Derek's team that's not trash is Antonio Brown, and he only got him 7 points.
Antonio Brown's been trash.
When your best player only gets you 7 points, that's not a recipe for winning.
And Derek scored 92. Was that the low score of the week or no? No, low score of the week. Plus, I guess we'll end up getting to that.
Tevin Coleman, 17 points, though. That's nice.
Tevin Coleman's been solid.
Yeah, against Buffalo, I mean, can't ask for more.
I think he had like 12, 12, 12 in the 17. I mean, he's been fine for a running back, you know, double digits every week. What more can you ask for?
Which is telling though, because Devontae Freeman was actually pulling away hard on like snap count compared to last year, and Tevin Coleman's still producing, so maybe he'll get some more volume in there.
I would imagine they wouldn't want to cut him out if he's been successful. But I'd say the biggest summary of this matchup, and you know, in a league where it's PPR and you've got 3 receivers, you need good wide receiver play. I'll actually probably talk about that a little bit in my matchup.
Double flex too.
Yeah, but like when you have 3 receivers and your top 3 receivers for Derek, AB, Thomas, and T.Y. Hilton combined for 15 points, you're not going to win.
And that's a really solid receiver core, probably one of the best in the league. Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, Jacoby Brissett is proving to be competent anyway against bad teams, we'll say. And Demaryius Thomas, I mean, that's not even trash. It's just not working for him.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I guess it's unlucky the scores they put up, but that's what happens when you get bad receiver play in this league. Mm-hmm. You're gonna lose.
And he lost Allen Robinson, so if he had that would have been. I mean, that's a nice receiving core if he's in, man.
And you gave him Allen Robinson and Demaryius Thomas, huh?
I got Jordy.
No, he gave him to Rob, and then Rob gave him to
Jordy's played 3 games and hasn't scored less than 20 yet.
That's right.
On to the next game when we switch over there. There's a guy I had on my team, Ty Montgomery. I wish I still did.
Yeah, I bet you gave him to Ricky. Ricky gave him to Drake. Drake gave him to me.
Oh yeah, that was for my Tyreek Hill play. It was probably a really bad play, to be honest. Bad trade. I mean, it looked good after week 1, my move. But Ty Montgomery is getting the most volume in the NFL. I mean, not the most volume, but like volume per like weighing out all the other factors. The fact that he's in the Green Bay offense, he's just like that's the running back you want.
I get his snap rate is like 96% or something like that. Like he's in 96%.
And he does it all. I mean, like in a high scoring offense. Like when I go on DraftKings, I'm like, can I afford Zeke or Le'Veon? No. Okay, where's Ty Montgomery? That's what I do. like you just go down the line. Where's Dalvin Cook? And now he's gone. So I'm like, okay, where's the next guy? That's 3 downs. There's not a lot of those 3 down guys anymore.
I guess while we're on the subject of Ty Montgomery, we can move over to my matchup. I played him and he looked great the first drive, 5 carries for like 28 yards, and then he hurt his ribs and left the game 2 points.
He had him with a good stack with Randall Cobb too.
Yeah, I mean that's what won it for me. Like good wide receiver play. The combination of Green, Allen, Cobb, and Hogan propelled my team.
Wow. I think you have the best group of receivers in the league. I think you have it. All right, if you can pull together a tight end, goddamn it, you probably have the best team in the league.
Yeah, I love my team so far.
AJ Green, Keenan Allen, Randall Cobb, Ty Montgomery, Chris Hogan. I mean, we just watched him score a touchdown.
He's got.
Chris-
Yeah, don't look now.
Hogan.
He's already got 19 points. Yeah.
Chris Hogan is so efficient. I mean,
If you look at the top 12 wide receivers, you'll see AJ Green, Keenan Allen, and Chris Hogan all in there.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, and then you'll get Willie Snead eventually, and so they'll fill that last flex spot. I mean, shit, and you have ASJ on your team, right?
Yep, I'm playing him this week.
So there you go. Yeah, I'm trying to get stoned. But yeah, you got a squad, Michael. I like your 3-1 start. You deserve it. Kyle Butts obviously lost because Gronkowski only scored him 12. I mean, that's his best player relatively. He has Devontae Parker,
20.
Melvin Gordon. I guess Melvin Gordon's his best player, but when you have the combo of J.J. and Melvin Gordon, and they're not getting you the points that you suspected,
Very disappointing.
There's a reason why he's got one win. So
they've been very, very bad this year.
I'm really disappointed. He's got Rashard Matthews. I thought last week was definitely Rashard Matthews' week. I knew that they were going to be playing from behind, and I mean not necessarily from behind, but I knew they were going to need to score points. But doesn't matter. Michael pulls out the win.
He also got unlucky that Sanu and Goodwin both left the games with injuries.
Oh yeah, really? Oh well, no. So did Marquise Goodwin. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Marquise Goodwin and Mohamed Sanu both got injured in their games and had to.
Oh yeah, so there you go. Yeah.
I needed it too because it was looking to be a low-scoring game. I'll tell you what, when I was looking at the score and it was like the second half of the afternoon games, and it was 82-82, I thought in my head, I'm like, loser of this is getting eliminated from the Survivor Challenge.
Yeah. Well, then, so we get to that. Butts scores 84 points. Officially eliminated from Survivor Challenge. Can't win that $100. But I guess his out. I mean, everybody's looking for outs. Like we'll talk about my trade later. All these one win teams. Butts' out is he has the number 1 and number 2 tight ends, right?
Yep.
Rob Gronkowski and Zach Ertz. So he's got Tom Brady. He's got Melvin Gordon. He can still figure it out. So
I think if he's gonna move one of those pieces, it's got to be for a wide receiver. Like, do you really want Devontae Parker as your number 1? Jay Cutler sucks.
Jay Cutler is just not what everybody like. The beat writers were so high on him this year, and
The beat writers in Miami are always high on the Dolphins.
smoking Jay Cutler, smoking cigs on the sideline, and not putting up the numbers we were hoping he could feed Devontae Parker. He mentioned that he was like a faster Alshon Jeffrey, and everybody got a boner, and he still hasn't done shit.
Fantasy World went crazy.
Yeah, so Devontae Parker, freak guy, Jay Cutler, gunslinger. It was supposed to work out, but when you score 0 points against New Orleans, you're not winning that week.
I mean, 12 points was good for the scoreline of the fucking Dolphins, but
it was good for that game, but against New Orleans, not what you want.
All right, so the 6th and final matchup was Ricky against Brobst for the highest scoring matchup of the week between like the two teams' total score. What's up, Nas?
And neither of them are a 3-win team either.
Yeah, it was Brobst 159, Ricky 124.
It shows for the children.
We're smoking that legal. This is legal in the state of Oregon.
That's true. It's all true. Well, I mean, look at Brobst's team last week, dude. Andy Dalton bounced back. Le'Veon Bell, huge game. Lamar Miller bounced back game. And everyone else solid except for Sammy Watkins and Jack Doyle.
And Doug Martin looks good.
Has one win. The fact that Mike Brobst has one win is extremely absurd.
It's unlucky.
He's got Steph Diggs. He's got Sammy Watkins. He's got Le'Veon Bell. He's got Dez Bryant. I mean, Andy Dalton can play any week, although he hasn't really done that well. But
Larry Fitzgerald in the flex.
Jaguars defense. I mean, the fact that Mike has one win is pretty absurd.
It's just unlucky. Sometimes
Tyrell Gazelle went off in the matchup that he was supposed to.
Yep.
I mean,
Jordan Howard was solid. Carlos Hyde was solid. Alshon Jeffrey was okay. James White was solid. He had the Texans defense, who were one of the highest scoring defenses. But yeah, Mike's team just went off.
High scoring team of the week, right? 159.
Yeah.
Andy Dalton, Le'Veon Bell.
I thought it was Mikey.
Le'Veon Bell smash week. So yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a must-win week for me because, like I said, I think all the one-win teams can afford to lose this week. But
especially since half the league only has one win.
I'm competing against Brobst and Butts pretty much for that last spot. I mean, they both have solid teams, and my team doesn't look that good right now. So
I'm not in the picture. You don't think I have a chance?
Are you a one-win team?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Let me go to your team real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and do that while I pull up the Week 5 matchups here.
We have 6 1-win teams and 5 3-win teams. So, like, look at that. Like, that's like, really absurd. The Gale Quails. Let's see.
The Zagulians, a.k.a.
No, they're the Gale Quails. I'll put this on here.
Hey, special guest up in this bitch.
Special guest, NASDAQ.
The sidekick.
No?
Yeah. Pancake.
All right, let me check out your team, Drake. Let me see what your roster construction looks like. 'Cause I mean, my construction is straight booty. I have no floor. I have no ceiling. I mean, shit, yeah. And I'm worried about your team, too. You got Aaron Rodgers, Jordy. It's like, see, like, we all have an out, like I said. And you got Aaron Rodgers, Jordy, Joe Mixon, who's stealing more and more snaps every week. And he's got to turn out. He's great. I mean, you had David Johnson go down, and that's gross. But Will Fuller just proved that he's back in the game because Deshaun Watson's apparently competent. And nobody knew.
That certainly
I mean,
got past me. I didn't imagine he'd be good.
and then Derek Carr going down hurts your team big time, too. You have Michael Crabtree. So me and you are, I think, both the similar teams. You have Adam Thielen, but we'll see what the Vikings can do.
He's the number 3 receiver.
Yeah.
Bradford's practicing this week, so that's a good sign.
There you go. You're going to need that. You're going to need that, Drake.
I need Thielen.
And Adam Humphries, does he still have 0 points right now, Drake?
I think so.
Are you starting him this
Yeah.
week?
No, he's got 2 points. He's got 1 catch for 16 yards.
Yeah, hey, Brayton fucking Humphries got me 6 points, baby.
Braid's got you 6. Did I hear Humphries has 1
No.
catch for 6 yards?
Combined for 6 points.
Humphries 1 for 16, Braid's 2 for 25.
But hey, at least I played Nick without Breeze, Freeman, and I think someone else.
And Ingram.
And Ingram, so.
Okay, but you forgot he has the best player in the world in fantasy football.
Kareem.
His name's Kareem Hunt
Kareem Hunt.
from Toledo, the University of Toledo.
Hey,
He plays a tough front this week, though. Hopefully it's a Tyreek Hill week.
And Kansas City has who? I pray.
Houston, they play Houston.
Yeah, I pray it's a Tyreek Hill week.
All right, so
So-
we can.
Want to jump into the matchups for?
Well, let's-
Yeah, sure.
Okay, fuck it. What we say before that, you want to talk about your trade real quick, or you still want to push that off?
We can talk about the trade. So
Go ahead. I'll pull
yeah,
up your matchup right now.
realizing that we have 5 teams with 3 wins and 6 teams with 1 win, and then there's a 1-2 win team right there in the middle for that. They have the 6th spot. So there's 6 people competing all from 1 game back. After fucking Derek Carr went down, I had the Derek Carr Amari Cooper stack. Obviously, Derek Carr goes down, and Amari Cooper hasn't done anything all year. And then I had Chris Carson, who was supposed to be my new stud fill-in, go down. I all of a sudden lost all my ceiling, and my floor collapsed. So I had to find an out. And I either read or heard somewhere, I don't remember, that Cam Newton's got a cakewalk schedule coming up after the Lions this week. And we all obviously all know the ceiling he has.
Cam Newton's whole schedule for the whole season, going into it, looked nice. That's why I drafted him almost everywhere, and then he's just been horrible.
So I knew I needed a quarterback because Derek Carr was on. All of a sudden, I look on the waiver wire and Cam Newton's sitting there, and it was obviously a must pick up. He has Philadelphia coming up after Detroit, who has an extremely leaky secondary. He's got Chicago, Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Miami, the Jets, New Orleans, Green Bay, Atlanta, Tampa Bay again. And, yeah, I mean, there's 5 of us competing from 1 game back. I need an out. So when I put a large bid on Cam Newton, and then McCaffrey, who's played way under his ceiling.
I've been trying to get
McCaffrey. Wrong side of touchdown variance.
I've been trying to get McCaffrey all year.
Variance. And then I have Duke Johnson on my team, who's playing out of his mind. He has 2 rushing touchdowns, and even though he's had less than 10 carries in all of his games, was something crazy just happened in that game?
D-Jax almost just broke a 90-yarder.
Dude, D-Jax had an absurd sideline catch earlier, and he looked like it was like he was in his prime. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was almost a shoestring tackle, or he would have been gone.
Oh, my God. Wait, did he get 90 yards on the play?
41.
Oh, fuck. I don't have any D-Jax. But, yeah, and McCaffrey, I needed a stack, obviously. I need a stack. I mean, I have to increase my ceiling. And McCaffrey's been on the wrong side touchdown variance. Duke Johnson, like I said, has 2 rushing touchdowns, even though he has less than 10 carries every game. So he's obviously playing out of his mind right now in a team that's just not getting it done. So I shipped him in Evan Ingram. I mean, Evan Ingram, I still expect Evan Ingram to have an awesome season. He's one of the better tight end plays week to week now. But I got lucky in Charles Clay, who's crushing it at tight end in a year that's just really weak at tight end.
Yeah, it's been ridiculous.
So unless I plan on flexing him, which I said I could afford it because I have such high ceiling receivers, although they're trash right now, like Tyreek Hill, Martavis Bryant, Amari Cooper. They all have the ceilings, and Michael Thomas and Terrell Pryor I have. So, like, they all have the ceiling. I knew I wasn't going to be starting him in the flex any week. I would never feel comfortable starting him over one of those receivers. Yeah, and Trevor went for it. So I traded Duke Johnson, Evan Ingram for Christian McCaffrey. It was kind of a bargain for Trevor if those guys can keep up their production, and it's a gamble for me. But to me, it seemed like I bought low and sold high. So
how weird is it that there's so many good rookies this year?
Brain cells. What? So high. 300.
How are there so many good rookies?
When your IQ reaches 100, sell.
Hunt, Cook,
I don't know. It's one of my dad's jokes.
McCaffrey. Evan Ingram's been okay. Like, there's been so many rookies this season that are just performing like very capably. Like if they
say you broke up on my thing.
I was just talking about how many rookies have been relevant in fantasy this season.
Like, dude, young people are taking over the league, dude. The young people are taking over the league. There's like rookies have never all crushed like this. Like all the rookies are crushing. I mean, maybe I'm more knowledgeable now, and like maybe I'm actually wrong. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure rookies are just absolutely crushing this year, especially from the running back position.
Usually, like with rookies, people think that there's like usually it's their third year when they break out, but this class of running backs, like with Cook, Fournette, Hunt, they just smashed right when they got to the league.
Tight ends usually have long careers and they come on late, so I think Evan Ingram's he could end up finishing strong if fucking Eli Manning can ever learn how to play his position. But yeah, the rookies are correct.
All right, so let's look at your matchup against Butts. You got to be feeling good with no Gronk and Brady having 12 points in it with only 7 minutes left in the game.
Oh, shit. See, I'm not even watching the game right now. So, all right, hold on. I'm pulling this box score up right now. Me and Butts.
12-0.
So, Butts having the tiebreaker is huge. I need him because he had the tie last week or 2 weeks ago.
Bray dropped it.
Butts is 1-2-1. Who dropped one?
Bray in the end zone.
Oh, no.
Cameron Bray? Yeah, Cameron Bray.
Nah, sure, we needed it, dude.
Kent Evans going tonight.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Jameson.
Oh, he should have had it.
In his hands, dude. Right in his hands.
Fuck you guys, man.
Oh.
So, all right. My matchup with Butts, he's 1-2-1. I'm 1-3. Yeah, I mean, I knew going in this week that all I got to do is fade the Brady Gronk stack, and then all of a sudden it comes out yesterday that like Gronk is like
just randomly hurt.
Actually, I read everywhere that it's just going to be limited. He'll play most snaps, but not all of them. Like that's what I for sure thought was going on.
Dude, let's be real. Gronk pulled a Gronk and got hurt.
Huh?
Gronk pulled a Gronk and got hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it seemed like every 6 hours there's a new update on how he's going to play less and less. And then all of a sudden today, it was just like Gronk's not playing. And I'm like, I hope Butts doesn't start him fucking 20 minutes, 30 minutes maybe before kickoff. Butts still had Gronk in his lineup. I'm like, come on,
dude,
come on.
That's what I was telling Michael, dude. I thought he forgot.
Bro, but it was all over all the social media.
Forcing him to start Trent Taylor.
But like, so yeah, this matchup against Butts, like I'm not like super worried, especially with the results right now with New England. Although I picked up Cam Newton, I didn't watch Artemis against the Lions. I'm going for the sharp play, and if it bites me in the ass, fuck it. I picked up Jacoby Brissett this week also. All my waivers went through. What's going on in that game? You guys are watching something?
Well, there's a flag.
There's a flag. Winston just ran it.
We're trying to continue on, dude. We got to get this video.
Yeah, I'm listening.
For sure.
I'll let you know when someone scores.
It's a flag on the offense. We're good.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett against San Francisco. I'm just going with it. Bilal Powell should crush against Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey, whatever. I mean, I have these people in shitty matchups. Amari Cooper against Baltimore. Hopefully it's a Tyreek Hill week, but Martavis Bryant against Jacksonville. I even have to start Jerick McKinnon. So, but Butts doesn't have much going on. But I was kind of worried about his matchups. I really think it's actually Jerome Brown's week this week against Philadelphia. He's got Jerome Brown going.
Walk me through why you're playing Jacoby Brissett over Cam Newton this week.
Why?
Yeah. Which
The 49ers secondary is just absolutely trash.
The Lions have
The
a really
Lions
solid defense.
really want to hold on to the ball right now. Amir Abdullah is getting all the carries. They're holding onto the ball. They're playing. Their average depth of target when they pass is short. They keep the clock running.
Isn't that good game script for you though?
For not if Cam Newton, because that's what means Cam Newton touching the ball less. He's asking why I'm not playing Cam Newton.
But then he's passing it more.
If they're playing from behind, who knows? If the game is 7-0, it's not an urgent thing. If the game is 3-7, it's not an urgent thing.
Yeah.
We know that they want to hold on to the ball, and Cam Newton has proven to be shit against everybody else this year. He's had one game.
Yeah. Lions are playing like a playoff team. So
the one game after I dropped him, of course.
Detroit. Yeah, and the Lions defense is obviously elite. Darius Slay hasn't allowed anybody to do anything, and yeah, they're at home. So just Jacoby Brissett has proven to be competent.
Yeah, he looked good last week despite
He's
getting
the rushing
blown out.
upside. He's rushing, and yeah, and I didn't get Cam Newton because I wanted him against the Lions. I didn't get Cam Newton because I think he's good at football. I got Cam Newton because I've seen his schedule, but this isn't a part of that plan. So
That's why I drafted Cam Newton. I saw his schedule, and then when he started to play like shit against bad defenses, that's when I pulled the plug on him.
Nick Folk just missed like a 30-yarder.
yeah, so now that Gronk's out and Tom Brady's not doing much, I'm not super worried. He's got guys in Gordon and Ajayi that obviously still have the upside. He's got Devontae Parker, who obviously has the upside against Tennessee. He's got Trent Taylor, who's in a good matchup. Trent Taylor has a role. Jerron Brown has a role. Zach Ertz is an elite tight end. So I should be good. I'm not worried, but we'll see.
What it came down to for me is struggling Brady, no Gronk. I don't like Butts to win with that combination.
I'm leaning Jad's way in this matchup.
Yeah, of course. I don't see him winning either. And I need it with Michael Thomas and Terrell Pryor being out this week too. So.
All right, so the next matchup I have to go over here is Trevor and Rob, 2-2 versus 3-1.
Trevor's team.
Pulling that up. Trevor and Rob, we say?
Yep. I have Rob. I give him the edge. He's just got more quality players. I mean, they both have their handful of good matchups and bad matchups. I don't know. I like Rob's players better. Rob's got more quality pieces top to bottom. And I don't really see any difference makers on Trevor's side unless, one of his guys hits, which, I mean, it's possible, but...
Plus, Mike Gill's already got he's 4 points with 6 minutes left, so...
Let's be honest here. I don't know why he's still starting Marshawn Lynch. I wouldn't.
All
He's
right,
got
so
enough running back depth.
Yeah, so let's see. Like we talked about Rob's team earlier, he's got Fournette, Zeke, Amir Abdullah is actually getting volume. Mike Evans has 9. That's whatever, I guess. Jarvis Landry's in a great matchup. Jermaine Kearse is in a great matchup.
Jared Cook could be a safety valve for EJ Manuel, so I think it's possible that he could get at least something. He looked okay so far this season, especially in a tight end scarce
If anything, I
world
feel
we
like
live in.
there's going to be a lot more touches going to the running backs this week. Baltimore's secondary is pretty good. No Carr. But that doesn't mean anything for Lynch.
This game could end up being closer than we think. I mean, Deshaun Watson still has the upside. I'm not saying you want to take Deshaun Watson over Matt Stafford, but Deshaun Watson has that upside over Matt Stafford this week. Pierre Garçon is in his smash spot.
Yeah, I like Garcon this week.
Evan Ingram, like I said, is coming on. Mike Wallace, I mean, fucking Flacco's been playing like shit, but it doesn't mean that Mike Wallace doesn't have the upside. And I guess Marshawn Lynch gets a goal line carry. I don't know.
I'm not saying it'll be a blowout, but if
Rob
I had
has
to pick,
Zeke going. Rob has Zeke going, but Mike Evans only has 9 and the game's over, which means we know Mike Evans isn't scoring 20, 25,
All right, but Mike Evans is going to outscore one of Trevor's receivers.
Yeah, but Crowder could end up with 1 point like he has multiple times this year.
I think it's really going to come down to...
Crowder's on bye.
Oh, shit.
It's going to come down to Tariq Cohen and Mike Gillislee versus Amir Abdullah and Eddie Lacy.
And Gillislee's got 5 with less than 5 minutes left, so...
Eddie Lacy.
But the Patriots are in run the clock out mode, so...
because Tariq Cohen's not in a good spot this week either against Minnesota.
Nope. And I don't like starting Eddie Lacy, but Rob has to. His entire bench is on bye.
Put it this way. If their studs don't show up, they lose. That's what's going to happen. If somebody's studs don't show up, they lose. That's a fact. That's what's going to happen.
But the thing is who are Trevor's studs?
Well,
Pierre Garcon.
Well, it's because of his smash spot. Like, Pierre Garcon and, I guess, Deshaun Watson. I mean, you're right. He doesn't have any studs. But, like, if the guys that are supposed to perform
the good
don't
news
perform on either team. I mean, because, look, Rob has Zeke left. Fournette is not in a good spot at Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell's just going to run all over him the whole game. Pittsburgh's going to hold on to the ball. And we already know Mike Evans only has less than 10 points. So
normally KC, would think it's a tough matchup, but they've been scoring so many points this year that they've been giving up more points than normal. So yeah, Watson,
Buccaneers about to get the ball back though, so
he needs like almost a 30 ball from Watson.
I wouldn't even say that. I think if he can get a combined 48 from Deshaun Watson and Pierre Garcon, I think he definitely wins.
So
damn near 30 ball, like I said, 24 shit.
The next matchup, no matter what, is going to be good for you guys because it's 2 3-1 teams. So someone's going to get 2 losses, Damian and Mikey.
And we needed that. I looked at the beginning of the week. I think there's only 1 or 2 of those matchups of the 3-1 teams. I guess 2 is about as many as you can ask for. But.
Yeah, Damian and Mikey. And to be honest, this one's going to be a close one as well. But I'm taking Mikey. I think just his high scoring guys are just going to lead him to victory. He's already got 15 from Amendola. So that's huge.
I feel like that's low for how good he's been tonight. He's had the ball in his hands all fucking night.
Yeah, but to get 15
yeah, he's got that slot underneath, although he's not catching no downfield passes.
Yeah.
But it's PPR, so those guys are even valuable.
Every time I look, that motherfucker has the ball in his hands.
He's catching them crossing routes and shit. All right, I got this.
77.
So you said you're giving it to Mikey?
Yeah, I'm giving it to Mikey. I think the past 2 weeks I said Mikey was going to lose, and he's won. So Mikey keeps proving me wrong, and I don't see Gurley slowing down, even though he's against Seattle. Because if you look at the numbers, Seattle has not been good against the running back.
Listen, LA is going to show that they're in it this week against Seattle. I agree. I don't think LA is going to slow down. I don't think Todd Gurley is going to slow down. I don't think Cooper Kupp's going to slow down. Yeah, so that's what it's going to come down to.
I mean, if you like Deshaun Watson, you have to like DeAndre Hopkins, even though they're against Kansas City. I mean,
yeah, he's the most targeted receiver in the NFL.
Damian's team has got a bad week. He's got Crowell's been bad. Aaron Jones, isn't guaranteed as many touches as people may believe. Devontae Adams
might not play.
He's no guarantee to play.
OBJ hurt his finger.
If Adams doesn't play, who's he starting? I mean, Jordan Matthews is out. Rawls, he can't start.
And it's just not. It's not Damian's week because he had certain stacks on his team.
Yeah,
and he's missing 2 of his better players with Sanders and Anderson.
He's losing a starting running back, a starting receiver. Jordan Matthews got hurt last week.
Kobe Fleener's on a bye.
He's got a couple players that they can put up 15 with one touch, but they have to do that for him to have a chance. Torrey Smith has to catch a deep one. Lockett, has to get a punt return.
Dak Prescott and Doug Baldwin got to show up this week.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be bad.
Why is he not playing Russell Wilson if he's playing Doug Baldwin and Tyler Lockett?
Prescott, it's still, regardless, it's a better matchup. I mean, yeah, the stack, but I mean, you got to play Prescott against Green Bay secondary.
Fair enough.
You can definitely play Prescott naked in the Green Bay game. It's definitely fair.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if you're playing both Baldwin and Lockett, like you're gonna double up on all the points.
He doesn't have a choice but to play them.
He could double up, but it could makes him even more volatile though too. If they don't show up, then his team just.
Dude, I'm just saying with the form that Mikey's players are in, you need to maximize your upside as high as you can get. Like, cause you need all the points you can get against Mikey.
That's none of my business. Let's move on to the next matchup.
Last thing I want to say, can you imagine if Adams is out and he has to start Lockett,
or
Baldwin,
Eli Rogers
and Rawls, 3 Seattle players? Not good.
Dress, of course he is. They're really gonna run a 4-man committee, probably.
Take him Mikey in that matchup.
We'll just do your matchup of you versus Nick, 1-3 versus 3-1. Think you can take him down? I'm
hoping. I need to.
Going back to that, Damian's lucky to be 3-1, punk ass nigga.
Damian was good last year too. Maybe we just need to give it to him. Maybe he's good at fantasy football.
Speaking of my matchup, Humphreys has got a catch for 15 yards, so we'll take that.
I think it's already on there, yeah.
Humphreys has already fucked me in daily fantasy, so I'm hoping Drake loses no matter what.
Fuck you, dude. That's fucked.
Yeah.
I'm pissed. I wanted 8 for 80 and a TD.
So here we got the Gale Quails versus the Evansdale Carpet Munchers. Obviously, the Evansdale Carpet Munchers are one of the more feared teams in the league. When you play them, you're not expecting savvy plays, but you know you're going up against a team that's going to put up points. And that's what the Knicks been doing all year.
But he's missing 3 of his starters. Both his starting running backs, or 2 of his starting running backs, I should say, and his quarterback.
Right now with 13, and Drake has 2 guys going with 11 points. Adam Humphries and Cam Brate. It's not looking good for the Gale Quails at all. We're just starting from that. He's got LeGarrette Blount in a great spot this week with Wendell Smallwood not playing. Kareem Hunt, the number 1 running back in the league. Latavius Murray's getting all the goal line carries.
He's number 1.
Kenny Stills in the smash spot against Tennessee. John Brown against Philadelphia. I mean,
if John Brown plays, John Brown's for some reason always unhealthy.
Listen, Drake's got Aaron Rodgers and Jordy Nelson. They have to crush, and they will.
Yeah, they're in a great talk about smash spots. Fucking
but
Dallas.
But you need 2 touchdowns from Jordy.
Oh,
we know Aaron Rodgers. No matter what, Aaron Rodgers is going to put up 23 plus. Is that fair?
Well, hey, I mean, Jordy hasn't scored less than 20 this year, so.
Right. When Adams being out, you're right. That's the smash spot. But like we said, you got 2 guys going right now with 5 and 6 points. We already know that you have a low floor.
If Thielen can steal a touchdown and Murray doesn't get that chance, that would be huge for me.
That's a huge leverage play. What if Thielen gets a big play, goes down at the 1? Yeah, that's a 14-point swing for you. You lose out on 6 points. He gets Latavius Murray with 6 points.
Matchup's gonna be huge. Hopefully Michael Crabtree can produce, but it's not the best spot.
Not gonna happen. EJ Manuel seemed competent somehow against Denver's good defense last week. He got Amari Cooper's only 2 balls that game, even though Derek Carr went down late. Baltimore Ravens secondary is one of the best in the NFL right now. So, Aaron Rodgers and Jordy versus Kareem Hunt.
That's a nice play.
And Brandon Cooks. I don't know. Brandon Cooks only has 13. So it's kind of Kareem Hunt against the world.
He's not going to score any more than that either. So that's what Cooks is finishing with. So 13
isn't in the best spot. So you guys are going to have a close, low-scoring game as possible.
I'm already out of the pool. So
like the matchup we talked about, the guys, your studs, got to show up.
Yep. I agree with that 100%. Next matchup would be Brobes versus Derek. 1-2-1 versus 1-3. Both teams really could use a win here. Mike had the balls to do it. Flex Doug Martin on his first game back, and he rewarded him with 14 points. So that's huge.
Martin looked really good early, but he hasn't really done much since.
Well, they have to throw the ball. They're losing.
The
game scripts doing it to him. Charles Sims has been in a lot.
Looking at my notes, I'm giving it to Brobes. Derek's getting hit with the bye weeks. He's got the case of the bye weeks with no Tevin Coleman, no Chris Thompson, no Demaryius Thomas. And his spot starts just aren't good enough to win this week, I don't think.
Starting Ellington, Terrence Williams. If there's a week to start Terrence Williams, this is going to be one of the ones.
Weird, but
Terrence Williams can easily score a touchdown and get 60, 70 yards. So it's not the worst play.
Those are the worst games to lose too. Like when your flex guys are in some random good spot and it comes through and it can make all the difference.
Mike's team's at full strength and Derek's missing some key pieces. So
his team's already not that good.
Yeah, I definitely like Mike's team in this one. You said it earlier. Le'Veon Bell's got a great matchup against Jacksonville since he's just going to get fed the ball.
And as of now,
Dez against Green Bay, Stephon Diggs against Chicago, Fitzgerald against Philadelphia. I don't know. I think Brobes is going to win this one. I think Derek has the possibility to get eliminated from the Survivor Challenge this week. But we'll see. I could be wrong. I'm sure Derek Cope's not wrong.
It's Jacksonville gross. T.Y. Hilton, I'm all over him this week. But outside of that, he was so desperate enough or maybe not smart enough. I don't know who's on the fucking waiver, but he's starting Eli Manning, which is never fun.
That's what I was going to say.
It's never fun starting Eli Manning, dude.
This is the week to do it because the Chargers are fucking trash.
Yeah, it helps, and especially having Ingram's coming on. He needs T.Y. to do what he's supposed to do. He needs Terrence Williams to show up with 1.
Well, Chargers secondary is worse than everyone expected because Jason Brett's out for the season again.
And Andre Ellington has to come back with the volume he's been getting all year. So if that game turns into a shootout, which it can't be, Derek needs Andre Ellington to come through, but it doesn't
I
look
miss
good
David
for him.
Johnson, man.
He's going against Le'Veon Bell and Des Bryant. Could end up. Listen, Le'Veon Bell, Des Bryant, and Steph Diggs might outscore his whole team.
Possible.
I don't think it's likely, but it's definitely possible.
Deshaun Jackson with a nice catch.
He's out.
No, his feet were down, unless he bobbled it. So left foot, right foot.
You can't see his foot.
Oh, his right foot comes down for sure.
Oh, they called him. Damn, Deshaun Jackson's all got 12 points. Garbage time's killing me. It's not garbage time. It's still a game, but. Anyways, last matchup is my matchup against Ricky.
Dude, Braid's got 4 drops tonight, dude. 1 in the end zone. Fucking hurts.
I mean, so far, he's got production out of all his guys. He's got Jameis for 11 so far. You expected more against the Patriots, but James White and Deshaun Jackson both have 12.
Yeah,
That's exactly what you want out of your flex, I'd say. So, I mean, he's looking real nice right now. And I've got 19 out of Hogan so far, which is
that's huge.
better than I hoped,
Fucking
to be honest.
Damn near 20 ball.
Yeah.
Winston just got 3 more points.
He must have thrown a touchdown or something.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Who's he throw to? Don't
Doesn't
tell me.
say.
I want to see it. Winston threw a touchdown, but we don't know who to yet.
So now Winston's got 15.
Oh,
No,
shit. Please be Bray. It's Bray, is it? It's Bray? It's Bray! Fuck you, Nick.
Can't break touchdown for Drake when everything was looking like a nightmare. Unreal. After Drake had 5 and 6 points scored, Cameron Brate comes through. Dab all over him, bro. That was huge for you. That looked like it wasn't good for you. You still got Rodgers and Jordy.
Munch on this carpet, bitch.
Yeah, so, I mean, now between his 3 players that he has going tonight, Ricky's got 39.
It does as we pull Ricky up.
Cameron Brate.
I know.
Yes, Nasser, dude. Yes. We need it.
As we pull Jameis Winston. We're talking trash about Jameis Winston only in 1 touchdown.
Oh,
How much time?
fuck.
2 minutes?
I got Mike Evans and Cameron Brate.
Oh, they got to go for 2, right?
No, they're kicking it.
They're kicking
They're
it.
down 3, so there's no point.
Oh.
'Cause now, yeah, they had to kick
no.
a field goal, actually.
Yes.
'Cause now they're only down 2.
So look, there goes Jameis Winston going up. He's got like a little bit of production. You can't be mad with getting 15, 12, and 12 out of James White, Deshaun Jackson, and Jameis Winston.
Yeah, that sets him up nice, to be honest. Like, now if any of his guys hit, then that's great.
And yeah, but I definitely give it to you. ASJ is in the best spot imaginable. Randall Cobb, you just like I said, I think you got the best team right now.
Oh,
As
Randall
far as
Cobb's
being-
been so good this year, dude.
Being informed plus talent, I really like Michael's team a lot.
You like You like that Wayne Gallman start this week?
It's Wayne Gallman this week because Perkins was out and Wayne Gallman proved to be the only one that's athletic enough to play the position, right?
Also, the Giants are 0-4. They got to start seeing what they have in their youth players at some point. And who
Yeah.
better than the Chargers, the second worst team against the run?
Yeah, so it's Wayne Gallman week for sure.
I like all my starters except Robbie Anderson, but he's got Cleveland, so I have to.
Yeah, and who else do you have on the bench?
And he's missing Ty Mont, dude.
I can play Witten, but yeah, if I had Ty
Yeah,
Montgomery or
Ty Mont.
Willie Snead, my team would be so sexy right now.
You play JJ, but no, not with Jerron and John.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what does he have going? Alshon Jeffrey's going to see Patrick Peterson. Alshon Jeffrey's wiped off the board. Golden Tate's is in a tough matchup. Jordan Howard, tough matchup against Minnesota. I'm willing to bet this is the highest difference in scoring this whole week.
You think Michael's gonna whoop his ass?
Want a water bet?
How am I
I
going to water
bet
bet
you-
you?
Hey, this game against the field, who wants to take me on? This will be the highest gap scoring margin between the two.
I don't know. I don't care enough. I can't do it.
What, dude? It's this game against the field.
How are you
Your
gonna
odds-
water bet?
This
You're
game's-
you're on the other side of the country.
My next fucking thing. I don't know. Whatever you guys do on this thing, water bet. Or how about you just bet me some real cash money, boy? Nut up.
Why don't you just win us some money on DraftKings, dude?
All right, I'll stick with Kings. This is my conviction call of the week. That this is the biggest scoring difference game of the week. And Michael Wiseman sends Ricky Grodai to the shadow realm because
At
Ricky,
1-4.
your offseason moves were trash. You've been trash this whole time, dude. Sorry about it. Thanks for donating your money to the.
I hope I win. He's got a nice stat line out of his guys he's got going, so I'm not going to count my chickens yet.
You about to get boom, Allie's old check.
Got that bitch in
Michael
ho
is gonna
check.
put him to the fucking shadow realm and go to 4-1, guaranteed.
Yeah, I hope so. I need it.
But projections has you right now only to win by 5.
Yep.
Even though you have one guy going and he has 3.
Projections are never wrong, Jad. So watch what you
Hey.
say.
I just need the rest of my guys to make up those 20 points. So, hopefully it works out for me. I agree with your take on Alshon Jeffrey. If he's got Patrick Peterson, he's not going to do shit.
Yeah, he's got no chance.
And then,
Tyrell Williams. I mean, but listen, Tyrell Williams is actually for that spot. I know he's going to be seeing. Is he going to be seeing Cromartie? No, Sterling Shepard plays the slot, right?
I believe
So yeah, he's going to see Cromartie, and he's not going to see.
You say Sterling Shepard?
Oh no, I meant Travis Benjamin.
Yeah.
Tyrell Williams isn't gonna be playing in the slot. So and he's not gonna see what's his name? I can't think of his name right now.
Janoris Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Keenan Allen's gonna have Janoris Jenkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Eli Apple.
So
That's what,
yeah, so Tyrell Williams is actually he has the matchup advantage because I was gonna mention that he's in a bad spot, but he actually is gonna have the corner matchup.
Tate could have a nice stat
he's gonna
line.
need that. Huh?
Oh, Tate's always involved.
Tate could have 8 for 60, which is a solid 14 points. Maybe a touchdown. Could be 20.
Oh, Golden Tate.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Golden Tate could end up scoring because he always has.
Carlos Hyde against Indianapolis is a good
That's
matchup.
nice.
We'll see.
And then Jordan Howard against Minnesota's tough, but Chicago has no choice but to run the ball. They have no choice.
Yeah, not against Xavier Rhodes.
They're gonna protect Trubisky if they can. They're gonna run the ball a lot.
Dude, and what a bonehead move, dude. I love Trubisky. I think he's going to smash. I think he's going to be an awesome quarterback, and he's going to be an elite quarterback. I really honestly do. Why would they choose the week that they want to start him against one of the best secondaries in the NFL? It's me, why are you setting the kid up? Why didn't you just do that week 1? We all
I guess that's
Glennon.
how bad Mike Glennon is.
But we all knew he was trash. What? We knew they had no chance with Mike Glennon. Why did they give Mike Glennon 4 weeks and then pull the plug? Okay, this week for sure. Why not wait one more week or the next week? Or why didn't you do it last week? Why is this first week against one of the best teams in the NFL on defense?
I wish I knew, mate.
Makes no sense to me. Oh, I guess it's not away. It says, it's not away, but regardless, it's Minnesota.
I guess we'll find out what he's about.
I think he's good. Dude can throw the ball with accuracy on the run. So
that's huge, especially in this game.
Yeah, I give myself the edge, but let me just say this. I did not expect Deshaun Jackson to get 12 points. I expected 12 out of James White, and to be honest, I expected more out of Jameis Winston. So I guess right now, after this Thursday night game, especially with Chris Hogan getting 19, I'm in a better spot than I anticipated.
What's going on in the game right now? There's 2 minutes left, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's
third. Patriots have the ball.
It's about to be third. It's 3rd and 8 with a minute 58, and Tampa has no timeouts left. So this play is huge.
This game is not over. It certainly is not.
Especially with the Patriots being as bad as they have.
Tampa Bay can score with only taking So if they stop them here, there's minute 20 left.
They can still kick a field goal.
30 seconds.
Hey, I mean, Bray could snag another one. Who knows?
Yeah, I've seen crazier things happen. So this matchup isn't over with him having Jameis. So we'll see what happens.
I agree.
Jameis and Deshaun Jackson could hook up for literally a 25-point play.
Here. Oh yeah, for sure.
Anything can happen. It's football.
Yeah, that would hurt. But
I guess
Hogan just got 2 more points, so it's looking like. Ooh, it was a catch for 5 yards, so it's 4th and 3.
Yeah, so Hogan got 21 now.
No, Chris Hogan.
Oh, Chris Hogan did.
Yeah, so they're at the 30, so they're gonna kick a field goal probably.
Okay, he's got 21 points. Chris Hogan's balling out.
Dude, position. 21 ball is nice.
It's gonna definitely stay in the wide receiver 1 range.
Conviction call of the week, highest scoring margin of the week, sending Ricky to the shadow realm.
Officially. Hey, we were kind of talking about it earlier with what's his name, Thielen and Latavius, but if Keenan Allen gets shut down by Jenkins and Tyrell Williams has a big game, that could definitely. That's
a huge leverage. You're right. That's a leverage play. Yeah, Tyrell Williams, like I said, he's got the cornerback receiver matchup, so we'll see.
It's also possible that they both eat like last week against the Eagles, and the Giants suck. But clearly, they're 0-4, but so are the Chargers. So
if the Giants turn over the ball enough, then
that's just going to be. And Philip Rivers could just come out and do trash, and neither of them could do anything. So who knows? Who knows?
But I mean, I'm feeling really good about Keenan Allen. If you look at his line for the last 4 games, 14, 19, 11, 18. When your floor is 11 points, that's solid.
Yeah, against Denver, against KC. I mean, those are
that's huge.
Those are divisional games as well.
And he only scored a touchdown in one of those. So if he gets a touchdown and gets the volume he's receiving, I think he's definitely top 10 in the league in targets. He's just a monster. That's why I drafted him. Everyone was afraid of his injuries, but
for the last 3 years,
it's because he's a homer. Don't let him fool you. He didn't know what he was talking about. Fucking not even San Diego no more.
Los Angeles.
LAC.
They get no fans.
Nope. It's an away. If they play 16 away games. Patriots just kicked a field goal, so they're up 19-14, and
Minute 10.
minute 10 left. No
That's
timeouts for
fun.
Tampa Bay.
So we might as well stay for the rest of this game.
That's what I was
There's a
gonna
minute
say.
14 left. We've covered everything. We gave you guys our picks. Who we thought was going to win. We covered last week. Is there anything else? Was there any trades?
Hey, pull up the game right now.
Only
I don't
thing
think
weird
so.
that happened,
Pull up the game
I
right
think Damian definitely overpaid for Aaron Jones.
It'll record all lag.
For
Oh,
anybody
man.
that doesn't know watching this, we do the fab, the waiver wire points, the money, and he paid I think like something like $25 on the
Yeah.
week. You start off the year with 100 for Aaron Jones. I think he overpaid. I picked up Jacoby Brissett. I like that for $1. Paid 15 on Cam Newton. That's the most I paid for a player this year. I wanted to secure that up. I knew with the Mariota injury and anybody if they had bye week quarterbacks, I knew I'd have to pay up. I don't know if anybody else bid on him, but
Just turn up for what?
no.
I can't. It's gonna record all lag again. There's no point.
Oh,
Is it
you're
is it
right.
on commercial right now?
No,
No.
they're about to. Patriots are kicking the ball off right now. I'm just mocking up the standings that we have after all of the predictions that we made. So if our predictions are correct, we'll have a three-way tie at the top between Rob, Mikey, and myself at 4-1. We'd have Damian and Nick both fall to 3-2.
One more spot. Who got that playoff spot?
Mention what Jad was saying. Free agent budget is exactly what
Yeah,
FAB stands for.
Trevor would have lost,
Hey,
so
it's
Trevor
definitely the
would
way
be
to go.
2-3. If you win, you'll be 2-3. If Drake wins, he'll be 2-3. I think it would be Brobes at 2-1. Would be the
The
That
tie.
fucking
You're
tie,
dude. Dude, and the tie is crucial. If I literally would have scored one more point last week, I would have tied Trevor, and then it'd probably be me and Mike tied next week. So
Damn.
that tie's crucial. I like ties. I'm not switching to decimal scoring anytime soon. So
Yeah, you can suck my balls. That's right.
Yeah.
We already made a video about this. You know my preference, but I don't care. It's not that big of a deal. Like you said, it adds variance. It's a fun element.
yeah.
It's a fun element. All my other leagues are decimal, so it's kind of cool to have the one that isn't. Especially it's the most important league. I don't know.
Like busting in most of my other leagues, or at least in playoff position. This one I'm getting fucking owned as my most important one.
By the way, if you guys have Verizon, you can pull the game up on your phone and watch it.
Really? On what? What do I download?
NFL Mobile, dude. The app should already be on your phone.
What? And it's free and everything?
Yeah, you get all the primetime games and all the local games.
I said app should be on my phone.
Yeah, Jared McKinnon worth.
I'm starting him this week. Yeah, absolutely. No, I would play Andre Ellington over Jared McKinnon.
Damn, that false start was huge. That 10-second runoff.
Ellington over Jared McKinnon this week. You said what? 10-second runoff? What happened?
Oh, they had a false start.
Carson Palmer, Watson.
All right, so the full projections, if our predictions are correct, three-way tie at the top, me, Rob, Mikey, 4-1. Two-way tie for fourth place with Damian and Nick at 3-2. Rope sitting in 6, 2-1. Jad, Trevor, Drake tied for 7th at 2-3. Butts 8th with 1-3-1, and Ricky and Derek tied at the bottom for 1-4.
I need the money.
It's quarterback.
So yeah, I mean, if you guys can win this week and everyone we predicted to lose does lose, you guys will definitely be in the playoff contention. Especially like if you guys are both able to win in week 6 and Ropes loses, you guys will be 3-3.
Yes.
And who knows what happens?
Hey, there's Humphreys with another catch.
Thanks, such a bank.
You said what? So you said what? I missed like all that, but I'm not mad because I'll just rewatch it.
I'll just tell you, Humphreys has 8 now, with Bray having
What?
15.
Winston's up to 17 now.
Wait, what happened? Big play?
No, just like a 12-yard play, but
Yeah, Winston's got 317 yards and a touchdown.
they're in the. Oh, they're about to be in the red zone.
Uh,
Oh, Cameron Brate just caught another one. He's got 17 now.
Deshaun Jackson must have caught another one. No, he's got
Hey,
15 and 18.
Dom texted me. Did the Broncos hat guy have Queen Jack calling 15? Like I bitched to you about earlier. Anybody that plays poker out there, dude. Dude raises to $3, playing 50 cent $1. Dude under the gun raises to $3. We get call.
I don't know what happened on that.
I shove all in for 15.
Yeah, 12.
And he's Black calls me sandwiched
He had
in
one earlier,
between
he had one earlier.
2 other guys. Okay.
Hey, just so you know, it's coming down to the last play. Here,
Oh.
3 seconds left. Let's all watch together.
I don't know if you'll be able to see it on there.
Wait, are they in Hail Mary range?
No, they're in almost. Let's see, how close are they?
They're at the 19.
Yeah, but
What?
they're down 5. They're down 5.
This is the last play of the game?
Yeah,
Yeah,
3 seconds left.
Put it on the screen.
We can't. It would be too laggy. Fuck you. We'll watch
I'm saying
it.
I can see what happened.
Here goes the snap. He's dropping back. The throw. Oh, it's incomplete.
Tipped. It almost got picked.
The
Did
Patriots.
it go to Evans?
Patriots survived. It was going towards.
Yeah, it's Evans.
Was it Evans?
It looked like
It's got to
it.
be the Evans jump ball no matter what there.
It wasn't. It was right
It
over
wasn't.
the middle.
It was the OJ Howard.
Oh! O.J. Howard's a big dude, but
But it wasn't even. It was a line drive throw.
even in double coverage.
All right.
every
Well,
time.
with that being said, at the end of the Thursday night game, the Gale Quails now have a combined 25 out of those guys. So not too mad.
I'm projected to lose by 1
Not
point right
too
now.
mad.
So hopefully, your prediction's right in my case that
Did not
I'm gonna
that.
smash
Although
him.
Michael, right now, the bullshit projections say you said you're supposed to win by 1 or lose by 1.
win by 1. It's projected 121 to 120.
That's gonna be the biggest blowout of the week. He's gonna blow his.
I'm
I
projected.
just fucked in that game. They only had scored 25 or 27 points in that game. They had
Fuck
3 guys
projection.
How to do though?
Mike,
Yeah.
Mike never.
But he had 45 between Winston,
Just-
Jackson, and White. You can't ask for more than that. I mean, ideally you'd like to score 100 points every week. He's already halfway there with 3 of his guys.
Hey, Jad.
Yep. You got like 9.
Say what's up to Selena.
What up, Selena?
Hey, she's a warrior, dude. She's been back there dealing with us this whole time.
You said what?
She's been back there dealing with us this whole time. She's a warrior.
That's none of my business.
All right, fellas. Happy fantasy football. We'll catch you next time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I gotta go to bed.